What is going on, guys? I just left work. It's about 6 p.m. now on Thursday the 28th of August. I'm about to jump into a 14k workout, 10 of that being tempo with 2 kilometer warm up and 2 kilometer warm down. Yeah, let's get into it. Now, as you can see, this is a run workout. Didn't clarify that, but we are running tonight. Very unconventional of me to run at night, but honestly, it feels pretty good. Yeah, body's awake, blood flow's there. We're approaching the tail end of week 5 of prep, and yeah, I had to shuffle my bike around, so it's obviously compounded and pushed this run into Thursday. So car chats. I'm gonna have to start doing a little bit of this on the way to session because we got time on the road, and why not use it, you know? We've got a double session today. We've got a 22 kilometer run followed by a 3 kilometer swim to make things easier. Gonna run from UQ and down Coronation Drive, and essentially do 11k out, 11k back, and that will take us straight to the pool, which avoids the driving from one destination to another, and just improves the efficiency of the session. So that's on the menu this morning. Woke up at about 5 a.m. It's now approaching 6. I've had a coffee and 1 sachet of oats with, your typical honey, banana, cinnamon. Nice combination, if you ask me. It's quite good on the stomach. Gets me a bit energized for what's to come the next couple of hours. And obviously, eating more is necessary when you're doing longer sessions, and that's what I'm trying to prioritize at the moment, is fueling appropriately. Being time poor lots of the days can sometimes have an impact, and I guess I've got to just prioritize things, prioritize my time have things ready the night before so that I'm ahead of the game when I get up and not trying to catch up on the morning of, cram everything into the zone. So this mount keeps falling down. There we go. Yeah, so double session today. It's Saturday, so yeah, had a big week of work. Sessions have been like 90%, execution rate. Been a couple that have had to get shuffled around, but that's the whole idea of balancing this sort of training and working full time. 50-hour weeks. It can get challenging, but when you commit to something, you got to follow through with your commitments, and that's what I intend to do for the next 11 weeks. Tell you what, these car chats checking in might be a frequent occurrence. I feel like Sam Sulek right now. Hopefully you can hear me over my car. It's not a hybrid or electric. Pure unleaded performance. That's how we do it. A quick overview anyway, we're approaching the tail end of week 5 training block. As I said before, fitness is built pretty well. Feeling strong, feeling fit. These first 4 weeks we focus on building volume, and I've definitely done that. So yeah, feeling good. I know that we're going to be at pointy end to this training block, which is around that 8 to 9 week mark where you're fully immersed in the thick of it. Honestly can't wait for that though, because been there before. It's just start the training block. Very important one though. One that takes me to the World Championships. Let's get after it. Just ticked over the halfway mark, which means we're on the return. Never take for granted the view I have to run in, I get to run in. It is the Brisbane River. It's not really known for its blue waters, but it could be worse. It could definitely be worse. Now, after doing the marathon about a month ago, these long runs have started to feel like not so long, and that's a result of, I guess, me breaking through ceilings that are really only put there in your own mind to, keep you complacent, to keep you where you are, and that's not what I want to do. That's not what I want to do at all. Now, that can be looked at as a blessing or a curse, but the way I see it is, you don't necessarily have to keep one-upping the actual event itself, but as a whole in itself, mentally things just become easier to complete, and it doesn't look so daunting on paper and when you actually go and do these events. And I think mentally, if that becomes something that's normal, there's so much more you can get out of it, because the stress is gone. It's just pure confidence in what you can do. Lunch is served.
Almost.
Happy Sunday. As you can see, it is ride day today. It's going to be a long ride out to Mount Tamborine and back. Should be just shy of 140 kilometers in total, give or take. But main intention for the session, just get some good hill work in. Mount Tamborine's quite a good hill, so may even do it twice depending on how I'm feeling. But it's a beautiful day, can't complain. Yeah, let's get after it. So this is a pretty typical ride for me. I've done this over the last few years, probably a few times a year. It's honestly one of the best rides I can think of from Brisbane, because you've either got to go, towards the sunny coast or out towards the bay, so you're pretty limited. But most things beat the trainer, especially when you're doing over that 100k mark. You're definitely on the bike a lot more, and when the weather's like this, you really can't say no. So. Alright, just checking in. We're about 50k into the ride. We're about to approach the base of Tamborine Mountain. It's about an 11.2k climb to the top, and we're going to get some juice because why the fuck not? I really love the climb up to Tamborine. It's steady, but it does creep up on you. I've done it about, I'd say 5, 6, 7 times now, so I know what I'm in for every time. You just got to lay down the work and get the legs going. It's definitely very rewarding once you hit the top. About 2k from the top, legs are burning, but I love it. We're at the top of Tamborine Mountain now. Just had a banana bread and a can of Coke, which went down a treat. My go-to. Yeah. So over the next 3 to 4 weeks, I'm going to drill down a lot on cycling. Reason being, I'm actually heading to Melbourne for the UCI Grand Fondo World Champs, which will be mid-November. So there's about 5-6 weeks of crunch time on the bike. I'm going to be hitting a lot more hills because we're actually riding through the Great Ocean Road and up through the mountains. It's a 130 kilometer race, and it's against the best in the world. So bit of work to do. I don't class myself as a pro cyclist, still an amateur, but we definitely made some ground and got the world champ slot, so happy with that. And yeah, really keen to get out there and see what it's all about. It's my first sort of proper bike race in this setting, so obviously it's in a bunch, like different triathlon. Riding a bunch, you can take advantage of drag, and it's in a peloton, so different riding style, different ability, but I love my riding. So we're about to head back down the mountain. Give me 11 kilometer descent, which is basically just pick up those Ks easily. No pedaling, just fast descents. Lots of cornering. So that caps off a 7-hour training weekend. That ride was obviously at 4.5 hours, so definitely all kept at zone 2. However, with this one, a few efforts were definitely laid down along the flats in the commute towards Mount Tambourine, and then obviously the hill itself. You got no option but to give it the berries. So yeah, great session today, and felt strong all the way to the end. Nutrition was dialed in, had enough food when I stopped, so energy was high throughout the entire session. So can't ask for much more. We're home. Ignore the eyelid inflammation. I'm getting a bit of contact dermatitis, and I don't know what the go is there. I've never really experienced it, but here we are. We're trying to deal with it. Now, obviously, over a 4.5 hour period, you've got a bit of time to reflect, reevaluate, and really dial in on the sport. But I just wanted to quickly say, bike riding itself, not everyone wants to do the early mornings, get up at 5 a.m, get all your kit on. It's a process in itself, and it has to be something that's enjoyable. And when you're going to go out and put down the hours, really it does take a bit more than just getting the clothes on. It takes a bit more integrity. So you do have to enjoy it. You have to enjoy the suffering. They go hand in hand. And obviously I'm enjoying it even more as this training block picks up. And it's just, I will continue to just grow, tap into untapped potential, and get the most out of myself and everything that I've set my mind out to do. Because not everyone's fortunate enough to do these things. I own my own bike. I have the ability to set off on a 4.5 hour ride on a standard Sunday. It's not for everyone, and not everyone actually has the ability to do it, and not everyone even has the option to be able to do these things. So very happy, very fortunate, and really loving it.